Raffle Jingle, my people, follow no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpanjoku, na him dey carry us enter Biafra. He dey play the show, no be lie. The good guy, Prime Minister of the Republic government, in exile, when dey for Ogojoyibo, Finland, with him government, na him dey do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up, he go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you and your pikin dem. I dey tell you, e come still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money wey you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November go reach December 3rd, na this thing dey happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money e make sense well well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit down look na dog name. They walk from here gather money to build Biafra where you dey cry for since. You go also win too, no play. For Biafra, we go Raffle BFR Raffle Jingle, my people, follow no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpanjoku, na him dey carry us enter Biafra. He dey play the show.
Mr. President, the Senate is worried that if the activities of Simon Ekpa, who is issuing the illegal sit-at-home order, is not checked, he may succeed in corrupting the minds of Nigerian youths and turning them against the government of Nigeria. Accordingly, the Senate resolved to condemn the sit-at-home in totality, as well as the nefarious activities of Simon Ekpa, who is the gang leader.
Point of order, the leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, the Senate is worried that if the activities of Simon Ekpa, who is issuing the illegal sit-at-home order, is not checked, he may succeed in corrupting the minds of Nigerian youths and turning them against the government of Nigeria. Accordingly, the Senate resolved to condemn the sit-at-home in totality, as well as the nefarious activities of Simon Ekpa, who is the gang leader.
Point of order, the leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, the Senate is worried that if the activities of Simon Ekpa, who is issuing the illegal sit-at-home order, is not checked, he may succeed in corrupting the minds of Nigerian youths and turning them against the government of Nigeria. Accordingly, the Senate resolved to condemn the sit-at-home in totality, as well as the nefarious activities of Simon Ekpa, who is the gang leader.
The United States of America is a steadfast supporter of the principles that people have a right to choose their own form of government.
Absolutely clear. There is no room for double standards. International law must be protected always and everywhere without any ambiguity. In Ukraine, in the Middle East, and everywhere in the world, this is our global.
In these annual debates, we need to remind ourselves of the principles that led to the founding of the United Nations. Among those are peaceful coexistence and self-determination of peoples.
There was hope back then, and some are also hoping now, that territorial concessions to the aggressor would bring peace. History has proved that giving up territory for peace has too often led and will lead to further aggressions. To achieve peace, we will have to learn from our own mistakes. Failure to do so would bring a colossal cost in human lives across the globe.
The solution of the conflict, in our view, has to be, like some of my colleagues have already said, based on a comprehensive, just and lasting, enduring peace, founded on the principles of international law and the United Nations Charter.
Emerging economies with the goal of finding a path to peace. Canada will always be a strong voice for peace, democracy, freedom, and the international rule of law.
Chile, my country, as a small nation in the south of the world, with a population of 20 million inhabitants, understands that only adherence to international law and the protection of human rights can ensure peace.
Freedom is an inalienable right and a natural entitlement that cannot be denied to any people.
Nigeria, having advocated in 2024 for the independent state of Palestine, should be bold enough to also accept the outcome of the Biafra self-referendum in peace or in pieces.
I have a friend here in America who lost his father 2 years ago from Olo area, lost a brother early this year, and none of them have not been able to do any funeral because nobody can go home. And there are so many places like that in the Southeast. Is that a good thing?
Well, I should be asking you, how are the burial taking place in other parts of Nigeria?
No, the way people are reading this, they are saying that it's a consequence of this confrontation with Nigerian authorities.
So how is confrontation making people not to have their
because it's not said. That's what it is. He hasn't gone.
Making it safe. This is a discussion, right?
No, we're having a conversation. I want you to tell me.
Answer.
No, this is what they said. This is what they said.
Okay, so this is what they say. But what about you? What about your opinion? What do you think is the reason for not having burial?
No, I don't have. I go home. I don't have.
Okay, the reason?
Yeah, give us the reason.
Right. The reason is because the Nigerian terrorist armies have been killing our people for many years, even before I joined the Biafra struggle. They killed them in Aba, where they went to pray, and over 150 officially was announced. Over 150 people were killed in cold blood. Nobody asked questions. Nobody, was held responsible until today. They went to Mazen Ambikano's house, bombed everywhere, killed people there. Nobody was arrested. Nobody was held accountable. They went to war and killed, and these people they are killing never raised a gun against them, right? They were only having flag. They killed anybody. So when they went to Kenya, was kidnapped. They went to Kenya to took over from there. And you know what I said in the first place? I said, from movement, you can never kill Biafra again. Go for Biafra. So I raised an army called the Biafra Liberation Army to confront. And you know, these guys, some of them are repentant Boko Haram. So they recruit them, push them to Biafra land, and people are not talking about that. And when they go to villages, they open RPG or GPMG and they start spraying bullets. Even fowls are getting killed. So I said, under my leadership, under this Biafra movement, I never killed any Biafra again. And leave it. So we raised the Biafra Liberation Army to kill them, and they are neutralizing them. So when they neutralize them, what do? They will come after the villagers. And let me tell you, is that the kind of country you want to be proud of? Where you have people carrying guns, defending their land, and instead of them to go after those people that are defending the land, they will go against innocent people. These are the reasons why people are not coming for burial. So tell it the way it is. So, and it is not my fault. It is not my fault. It is not the fault of Biafra. It is the fault of the Nigerian terrorist army who cannot confront the Biafra Liberation Army, but confront innocent people. And why they are doing it is so that we will lay down our guns, and that's not going to happen. Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. That knowing that this is how they operate, if we believe the story you just told, this is how they operate. The question is the best thing to continue to have them kill villagers if we believe this story? Believe me, There is no any other better way. This is the best way. If you have any other better way, tell me. The better way is what we are doing now is the better way. When they come to kill our people, we kill them first. And if they come, we will resist them as much as we can. And let me tell you, it will continue like that until none of them will be in Biafra land. It is called attrition. War of attrition. You know, the chief of army staff said that what they are fighting is called the jungle warfare and asymmetric warfare. No, I am not fighting asymmetric warfare with them. I am defending Biafra people, and what we have actually declared now is war of attrition. Go and Google it. It is, you are going to be fighting until nobody is remaining, and it is not going to be on our side.
Greetings to all Biafrans and to educate Biafrans on the IOU. You know, in 1 hour, 10 minutes, the business team will be live to educate Biafrans on IOU, Ebube Paradise Home, and the Freedom Raffle draw ahead of the convention. So I call on all of you to be part and parcel of the program that will be coming up. Today is Thursday also, and tomorrow is Friday. We will have another program with the Finance Minister and the Biafra Declaration Sponsorship and Membership Committee to create awareness on the Biafra Convention fundraiser that is coming up on Sunday. So tomorrow by 9 p.m. Biafra time, the media will be live with the Finance Minister and the Biafra Convention's Sponsorship Declaration and Membership team. It's all about Biafra. I salute all of you. What is coming to one Nigeria is what nobody will believe. That they have not come out to declare to the entire world that we are at war. The systematic warfare that has been since 1970s, end of the genocidal war, which has still been ongoing. And some people thought the war has ended. No, there has been a systematic war still ongoing. But in this very dispensation, the way the Prime Minister has designed to reciprocate the war has been defined to go in war of attrition. So we will continue to fight them until they are in lack of men, until they are in lack of weaponry, until they are in lack of everything to fight, and then they will be left with nothing than to withdraw. That is what the war of attrition means. So we will continue to fight. Now, good news to all Biafrans. The Prime Minister have achieved a lot with his government. Within 2 to 3 years, what many people could not do in 15 years, he has done it in 2 to 3 years. Yes, because a lot of his achievements happen in months, in weeks, and in a year. So, not much of it that he will tell you is going to do this one happens like one year after. No, he will tell you this will happen like in some months it will happen. In a week it will happen. And what Nigeria are getting the message and they are understanding the Woto level. So, the Biafran football team will be playing the first international tournament, and that will be in Europe. So when you see the Biafra national team coming out in colors. Oh, you should be so happy that this Simon Ekpa that they call his name everywhere, he has done another wonder. Simon Ekpa wonder. It is not America wonder. This one is Simon Ekpa wonder. Then you can put Biafra wonder. Okay, if you don't use Biafra wonder, you can use Simon Ekpa wonder. That's what is going on. Then, on the other hand, the Biafran army captured terrorists of the Nigerian Air Force. Alive, you remember the last one they captured was army terrorist personnel and was of the Oduduwa extract. And he was kept and fed by the Biafran army and was later sent back with a message back to their terrorist organ. But since then, they have not learned their lessons. This time, they continue to bring the occupational army, the terrorists that they have into Biafra land, and Biafran army keeps on and goes on utilizing them and decimating them, cutting their wings, cutting their hands, cutting their legs, utilizing them in all ways and manners. This time, it is a terrorist of one Nigerian army that serves in the Air Force. This one is serving in the Air Force personnel of the Nigerian terrorist army was captured. We are even giving him food, so as to carry the message very well. So the Nigerian terrorist army, they are not doing well. Let me see if I can bring the videos where their cries are getting so hard to those that are listening to them. Because for us, we engage only things that are important to us. We don't engage on all of them. So the Zoo terrorist army are not really doing well. Now, first and foremost, let me show us our Biafra football team, who are so ready and looking so packed. Packality is their name. Here they are arriving in their final destination where the game will be played. This is the Biafra national team. This is the Biafra. You can see the Biafra national team.
Yo, how are you feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Are you good?
That's the Biafra.
Are you ready for the tournament? Yeah, ready. That's good.
Yeah, in the tournament that you will see. The Biafran government has the Ministry of Sports, and we have every other ministry.
Yo, how are you feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Are you good?
The young Biafra.
Are you ready for the tournament?
Yeah, I will be playing the tournament. Represent the Biafra nation. Prime Minister, they do the show. And a message to all the media houses. The Biafran government is looking up to see all the media houses, those in one Nigeria, those in
Yo, how are you feeling?
and those that are hiding
Are you good?
under their bed.
Are you ready for the tournament?
Wardrobe and even in their toilets, listening to us whenever we speak. Prime Minister is open for conversation and engagement, dialogue on the media. Dialogue on the media so that we can get to know and hear more, and understand more about what we are doing. They just concluded interview,
Yo, how are you feeling?
or conversation with
Are you good?
Dr. Damage.
Are you ready for the tournament?
I believe
that's good.
It's been educating to many of you, right? So we need to see more of that. Yeah. We need to see more of that. So do not think that the Prime Minister is not open or will not like to talk to you. Roots TV, Channels TV, Arise TV, NTA, AIT. You know, all of you have been doing this work for one Nigerian terrorist government. It has come to a point where we want to also give you opportunity to talk to us if you are willing. Al Jazeera, BBC, all the media houses that do the propaganda for Britain and for Nigeria, so that Nigeria can continue to feed fat on the flesh of the indigenous people. The floor is open to you. reach out to the media team, reach out to the Biafran government officials, reach out to the COS, reach out to the Prime Minister himself, reach out to me, reach out to us. Come and interview the Prime Minister so that he will educate the masses the more. The more we draw very close to where we are going, the more the room is open to engage many of you so that some of your brains can be resuscitated. Because if you check, Dr. Damage's brain has not resuscitated. You know why? Because according to him, he interviewed Mazin Namdekano, he interviewed our General Ojukwu, he interviewed Wazirike, and now you have come to interview our Prime Minister, and yet your brain is still blocked. So if your brain was not blocked, and then you interviewed Mazin Namdekano, you interviewed Wazirike, you interviewed our General Demo Dumekwu Ojukwu, then yet you don't understand what Biafra means to the Biafran people, and you have still come in 2024 to interview the Prime Minister again, and you are not even talking as someone that understands the concept of Nigeria. In all your conversation or questions that you were asking, it was so biased on the Biafran cause. You did not ask any question about what one Nigeria is doing that is bad. No, everything was what Biafra government, what Simon Ekpa is doing that is bad. So everything about one Nigeria that they are doing is good. The slaughter, the massacre, the killing of babies and women and children, the uncountable numbers of babies that have been slaughtered in the far north, the new terrorist group that has come out from Sokoto, plus the one they have in Niger State, the one they have in the entire Nigeria, they are all okay for you and you are comfortable with it. It makes no sense to you. The inflation rate in Nigeria is okay for you. The way politicians kill poor people is okay for you. The way politicians use the power they have given to them from the electoral process, which they forcefully take it against the will of the people, the way they use those powers to manhandle the indigenous people is so okay to you. Everything, the policies that they have implemented is okay to you. The 29,000 Yorubas that the Yoruba agitating leader said the Fulani terrorists have slaughtered them after they had signed a memorandum of understanding of living with the Fulanis. That is okay to you. Everything that one Nigeria is doing is okay to you. The only thing that has been a problem is that Simon Ekpa has risen to stand to defend the Biafran people, and that is not okay to you. Because why? You are okay in America, you are okay in UK, you have your job, you have a family, you have your investments, you have the money, so you don't give a fuck whether they kill every indigenous person in Nigeria. So the government can go on killing. All you do is to come and use it to make comedy, make program, and then be laughing. When you finish laughing, you make money from the social media handles, you go back, feed your pocket, and then you sleep over it, you enjoy. But you are in America where men and women of valor and of steel fought for America to be a place that you can now go and cross your leg and snore while the people that paid the price and die. So when you now see Simon Ekpa or any other person standing up to destroy Nigeria because they have destroyed the masses, oh, it is a problem. That is the only problem you have. But you claim you love the Nigerian people so much, but yet you have no alternative solution. No, you have nothing that you can do to stop the Fulani terrorists killing and raping the women and children on a daily basis. You have no solution. The only solution that you have is to be contracted by one Nigerian terrorist and then to come and attack everything that has to do with the Biafran government. Whatever and whoever comes out to come out with a countermeasures that can destroy Nigeria Islamic jihadist terrorist ideology to safeguard the lives of the Christendom. You are against it. Over 50,000 Christians, 100,000 has been reportedly massacred and slaughtered. In the past month of October, about over 1,500 and something have been recorded to have been slaughtered in the north. With the rise and increase of the terrorists that just arose from Sokoto, this is not a worrisome issue to Dr. Damage and the likes of them, Dr. Chidi, and the other one that also showed up that was talking with books from behind him, thinking that with all the books lined up, reading them from morning till night, that he will have sense. Instead, he will have brain tumor, because you can't see that you grew up to come, and some of you even claim that you were remnant of the genocidal war of 1966 to 70s. But yet, you cannot juxtapose or compare and understand that there has been no difference in positive achievement since the genocidal war of 1966 to 70s to this very time. And what led to the coup of January 15, 1966 has so persisted again since after that time. So there has not been any difference. All that has happened is that different strategies increase in the way and manner the terrorism will be carried out and the invasion will be achieved. That has been anything new that has come up. You can see that there was no Sharia or Islamic jihadist law inside the Constitution. Okay, but in 1999, our Constitution, the amendment that they did, they brought it inside. They have done so much that they have given so much of autonomy to the Sharia system and the Islamic jihadist terrorist group. But the you that is calling Christian, there is nothing like that. You've been shouting for restructure. And they have restructured your constitution to the suit and to the well-being of the Fulani terrorists and Sharia system. But nothing has been done to cater for you. That's why from 1960 that they said they had independence down to this very day, every effort that you have made to become somebody in Nigeria is thwarted. Yes, because they created a system that has to be like that to keep you in darkness, so that when you're trying to make effort, you'll be destroyed. They even made a system that they will come with the ruga and then use food as a means of starvation, destruction of lives and property, so that anytime we say it is time to fight for freedom or to go for Biafra again, you will always be talking about your stomach. Oh, food, people will die of food. When you listen to Dr. Damage's interview, their perception is all about what people will eat. It's not even about how people will have a brighter future tomorrow after Biafra is achieved. They are looking at now. They are not looking at tomorrow, the progress of the people. They are not even projecting that the Biafra, when you are free from Biafra, you can become some. They are still telling themselves that they can still be somebody inside Nigeria, whereby they have been useless and tried for many years and nothing has worked. So the Nigerian terrorists are not so happy because they have tried everything, yet nothing is paying off for them.
Nigeria is the #1 nation on earth for Christian genocide, by a factor of 10. More Christians are killed here for their faith than anywhere else in the world. At the same time, Nigeria is home to 8 of the 10 richest pastors in the world. And I think those things are directly correlated. The body of Christ in Nigeria has all the wealth, all the resources, all the people, all the influence it needs to clean this place up and make it a wonderful place, safe and secure and equitable. The body of Christ has that, but there's a virus that has infected that body of Christ, what we call the prosperity gospel, which is really a satanic teaching that takes the attention of believers off of Jesus and off of serving others, and it puts them on themselves and their own bank account. And I did a lot of research and asking people I know and trust here, who should I speak with about this? Who is leading the charge to speak the truth? And they said Dr. Domina is the one. And
this is a Westerner telling you the study and review they have gotten from Nigerian pastors, how they are preaching prosperity, and it is a satanic pattern of Christianization. Because with this, every mind's focus will now go to how much will I make? How can I become rich? While there is another set of people that are fighting for a conquest. And that conquest agenda is to slaughter you, that is running after how much you will make in business. The first thing you should be thinking of is your security. How can you secure yourself before you talk of the business? But these pastors are making you to go and start thinking of how to become rich, how much to make in business, how to do miracle. And then you abandon the security. There is no country that has problem of security or insecurity that can survive. You must first be secured first before you think of how to be rich. If you are not secured, there is no amount of riches that you will have that will survive, because the insecurity will destroy everything that you are working for to become something. We will revisit this video again. I want to get the video where the Nigerian terrorists are crying. This is our Biafra football team having their training in Portugal. A game that is coming up. So kudos to the Biafran people, kudos to the Biafran government, kudos to the Biafran national team. I don't know what the about all this that the Prime Minister has come up with. There's a saying that if you cannot win them, you join them. Why will these people at this very point sorry for the break in transmission because of the network. Remember to join us for the IOU Business Team Program, Biafra that will start in about 50 minutes. Let's go here. This is the Nigerian terrorist Air Force that was captured by the Biafran army. They came to kill Biafrans, and he was captured, and yet we are giving him food to eat. Let him eat food first, so that we show him some kind gestures, so that when he gets back to give them the message, he will understand what we are telling. And let's show you another. Let this one play so that you hear the background.
Today we captured this one in Okigwe State. Eat, my brother, eat. No, eat your. This is the Air Force man, the Nigerian Air Force man. He said he's a recruit. He was captured after the battle on 11th of November, being yesterday sit at home. Today we captured this one in Okigwe State. Eat, my brother, eat. No, eat your. This is the Air Force man, the Nigerian Air Force man. He said he's a recruit. He was captured after the battle on 11th of November, being yesterday sit at home. Today we captured this one.
I believe you get the message now.
Eat, my brother, eat.
They came to kill Biafra, so yet as we capture them now, we are keeping them to send a message. There is the video where the cry is so much that I am looking for. I want that video so that you guys will see that the zoo terrorists are not doing well at all. The zoo terrorists are not doing well. Mbana. So bad. They are not doing well at all. They are not doing well, oh. They are not doing well, oh. The zoo terrorists are not doing well, oh. Okay. These are the zoo terrorists, oh. The zoo terrorists are not doing well at all.
Firemen are good to go.
The zoo terrorists are not doing well at all. Generals of the Nigerian terrorist army, they ran, abandoned their uniforms, abandoned their name tags, abandoned their headgears, abandoned their rifles, abandoned their
Firemen are good to go.
their footwear. They abandoned everything. Can you see it? They are not doing well. They are not doing well at all. The zoo terrorists are not doing well at all.
That's our military. They say they be military.
So please, if you know some of them,
Firemen are good
if you
to
look
go.
at this video, you will see that this video has their names of the terrorist officials working for one Nigeria. Look at their names there. Look at their names. Can you see their names? You can see Timothy, you can see Aliu, you can see Adamu, you can see Sunday.
Firemen are good to go.
You can see all of them. These are 2-star, 1-star generals. 2-star, 1-star generals. They run, leave everything, and they kiss the dust. And they are celebrating with the ancestors now as we speak. So the Nigerian terrorists are not doing well at all.
Firemen are good to go.
They're not doing well at all. So please, as you know them, send some messages to them and their families that before they come out,
that's our military. They say they be military.
Before they come out,
Firemen are good to go.
right will and give to their families. Because
Biafra
Biafra army,
November.
they are not smiling. Biafra army are not smiling. I'm reading some comments here. Yes, the Biafran army will make you proud. The Biafran army will make you proud. The Biafra army will make you proud. And for those of you that say you're not seeing space, you have to be on Twitter. Every Biafran needs to be on Twitter. The football, we don't know if it could be shown live because FIFA has their restrictions. So maybe you'll be able to watch it from the TV channels where they have the license to it. If we stream it live, we may be sanctioned on our platforms, but we will get to know how far you can see and watch. Or if we will have to have a private Zoom for some of you to watch. So, the Biafran government business team will be live in about 4 minutes. I invite all of you to be part and parcel of this program. Let me see if I can get the flyer up here. The flyer should be here. The flyer should be around here. The flyer. Okay, this is the next program that is coming up. This program is coming up in some minutes' time. So we call on all of you to be part and parcel of this program in some minutes' time. Come and learn and know much about the special IOU so that you can invest your money. Then you know much about the Ebuge Paradise Homes. Then you know much about the Biafra Freedom Raffle Workshop with the Prime Minister. So please come and be part of this memorable event. We need all hands on deck, and everything has to work out for the good of Biafra. See you in some minutes' time. Warm greetings from me to all of you. Ndewo Umu Chineke from here.
The United States of America is a steadfast supporter of the principles that people have a right to choose their own form of government.
Absolutely clear. There is no room for double standards. International law must be protected always and everywhere without any ambiguity. In Ukraine, in the Middle East, and everywhere in the world, this is our global...
In these annual debates, we need to remind ourselves of the principles that led to the founding of the United Nations. Among those are peaceable coexistence and self-determination of peoples.
And there was hope back then, and some are also hoping now, that territorial concessions to the aggressor would bring peace. History has proved that giving up territory for peace has too often led and will lead to further aggressions. To achieve peace, we will have to learn from our own mistakes. Failure to do so would bring a colossal cost in human lives across the globe.
The solution of a conflict, in our view, has to be, like some of my colleagues have already said, based on a comprehensive, just and lasting enduring peace, founded on the principles of international law and the United Nations Charter.
Emerging economies with the goal of finding a path to peace. Canada will always be a strong voice for peace, democracy, freedom, and the international rule of law.
Chile, my country, as a small nation in the south of the world, with a population of 20 million inhabitants, understands that only adherence to international law and the protection of human rights can ensure peace.
Freedom is an inalienable right and a natural entitlement that cannot be denied to any people.
Nigeria, having advocated in 2024 for the independent state of Palestine, should be bold enough to also accept the outcome of the Biafra self-referendum in peace or in pieces.